Breaking 90 is easy. You just have to have a plan. Oh, oh no. So essentially what we're trying to do is turn every par 5 and as many par 4s as possible into easy, manageable par 3s. So one thing you should know on par 5s, if this is a 500-yard hole, we can hit 2 shots, 200 yards, and we only have 100-yard par 3. That makes it an easy hole. So I'm not trying to kill my drive, I'm just trying to hit it straight and keep it in play. Okay, so here we got 265 left to the green. If I have a par 3 that's 100 yards or shorter, that's gonna be an easy hole. We've got sand on the front right. We don't wanna deal with that, so we're gonna aim right. And if we can get it out to the right enough, that's gonna make the hole really easy. There's no sand in the way. We got a 100-yard par 3, that's cake. So that had a big draw on it. I went closer to the sand than I wanted to, but we're still fine. We turned it into a short par 3. Okay, we got 79 yards to the middle of the green, 66 to the front and 91 to the back. I just want to make sure I hit the green. I don't want to bring that sand in play, so I know I have to carry it 70 yards. I'm also going to cheat my aim a little bit to the right, because again, I don't need to get a birdie. I just need to get on the green. If I can get my greens in regulation, I'm going to break 90. Keep it out to the right. Oh, we went a little long, so we're not on the green. That's okay. So you make a plan, but not everything's going to go according to plan. It's okay that we missed the green. We have an easy chip from there. At worst, we're going to get bogey. It's 23 paces to the hole, and I'm looking at it here, and I can see we're going to break to the left pretty good. Now, when I'm chipping, what I want to focus on is not scooping the ball. That's going to cause a horrible chip. I just want to make sure the club head's getting dropped on the ball, and that's going to result in a chip that goes about where I want it to go. Came out of there a little hot. Blasted it past there. Okay. So remember, if you want to break 90, it's all about having a plan. Every hole, we're looking at the green and planning back. So this green is out to the right. It's a dog leg right. It has sand short right. Now we also have sand on the right side. It's 260 yards to carry. I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to try to carry that. So I'm just going to stay left of it. And we're going to aim at that tree right down the line. Now part of planning your hole is knowing, well, how far is that tree? Let's hit it with the rangefinder. Okay, it's 300 yards to that tree, so I know that's a safe line to hit. I'm going to aim at that tree, try to get a square club face and a straight path. Perfect shot, about 10 yards right of that tree, straight as an arrow. Look at that, I did exactly what I wanted to do, put the ball in, split the fairway, and I've got a 100-yard par 3. Again, I've got sand on that right side. I don't want to mess with the sand, so I'm going to cheat my aim a little bit left of the flag. I don't need a birdie, I just need to get it on the green. We have a plan in action, we have a better chance of success. That's squirting out to the right a little bit. Oh! Well, like I said, we're not always going to be successful. That sat on the crest of the bunker and rolled back in. Well, with this sand shot, we're going to have the same mindset we did on that last approach shot. And that is, we're not trying to get it right next to the hole. We're trying to hit a safe shot out of the sand where we can two-putt, get a bogey, and move on. Well, that worked out really lovely. Doesn't always work out great, but sometimes it does. It went in. Sand safe for par. Don't panic. So our steps are: 1, make a plan. 2, if it doesn't go according to plan, don't panic. Keep playing smart. And 3, break 90. So once again, we're going to plan starting with the green and moving back. Now this green, from front to back, is very skinny. And side to side, it's very long. What that means is the further out I can hit my approach from, the more green I'm going to have to work with. Apart from that, there's a hazard all down the left side. So I like missing pretty far to the right on this hole. It gives me a longer runway on my approach shot, and it also takes the hazard out of play, so that's a win-win. Now, of course, I've measured. We've got a sand trap out there. It's about 300 yards to that sand trap, so I'm not worried about hitting it. I'm just going to aim at the sand. Okay, that worked out really nice. The tee's that way. I went the exact line I wanted to go towards the sand trap right here. We're going 70 yards. I'm going to hyper focus on my club face and my club path. Make sure I get this going in the right direction. Look at that golf ball graveyard. So what I like to do, I'll show you real quick. I line up the ball with my back foot, get my hands ahead, and when I chip, I'm just making sure that the club head's coming down on the ball. The lowest point of the arc should be over here. If your lowest point is over here, you're more likely to hit it fat, you're more likely to blade it. You want to make sure the club head's coming down on the ball and the low point's after the ball. Let's see if we can plop this one close. A little left, not bad. We got a 6-footer and it's going just a hair to the left. I tend to overread these putts, so I'm going to give it a little less than I probably should. All right, saving par. Us mid to high handicappers aren't good enough to be hitting every green. That's the goal, that's the plan, but we're not going to do it. So when we miss, we got to be able to get it up and down like that. Little practice, follow that technique I showed you. It works great. I just took a 15-minute break and collected about 150 balls from that lake. Not gonna play them. My wife is doing an art project for my office. I'll show you guys that in a future video. We got 120 to the flag, about 110 to clear the sand. I wanna play a club that I know is gonna clear that sand. I did not hit that clean. And we're short of the sand. Again, your plan is not always gonna come to fruition. You adapt, you adjust, you make pars and bogeys. Well, sometimes it's so bad it's good. I left this short enough that I still have a nice easy uphill chip. 20 yards, actually easier than if I was chipping off the bat because it's uphill. So when you're chipping like this, pay attention to your green as if you were putting. So I know it's gonna kick hard to the left, so I'm gonna aim pretty far to the right. Just see if I can nestle one up in there. Pulled it a little, kicked hard to the left, but we've got a great look at par. Bam! So this hole's a dog leg right. It's got sand that requires about 240 to carry it on the right, but other than that sand, it's wide open on the right. Whereas if I tug one left, I could go into the hazard or even OB. So I'd rather go right and risk the sand than go left and risk the OB. And if I end up in the sand, I play for bogey, and that's not a big deal. A bit of a sky ball, but it's going to be right in the middle of the fairway, just left of that sand trap. Let's go. Okay. Well, as you can see, very little goes as expected. You know, I've been hitting everything short, so I'm going to club up. 135, I'm clubbing up to a 9-iron. I'm going to play enough club that it's very unlikely that my ball ends up in one of those sand traps by the green. Okay, we finally hit a green in regulation. Let's go get our 2-putt. When you're more than about 20 feet out especially, you want to imagine you're throwing the ball to the hole. It's going to help you nestle it up there a little better and have less 3-putts. Let's try it out. And again, this is 9 paces, so about 27 feet. Stay up. Great distance. Makes for an easy 2-putt par. Easy 2-putt pars. We love them. We love them. So understanding ball flight physics, we can check out right here, is going to help you learn how to hit straighter shots, especially off the tee. And that is very valuable and very helpful when you're trying to break 90. But the gist of it, I'll give you a quick summary. So for a right-handed golfer, if your club face is closed at impact, that shot's going to start to the left. If it's open at impact, that shot's going to start to the right. Now your path of your club relative to the face determines the shape. So if my face is closed and I have an out to in path that's swiping across, well, if that path matches the face, that's going to be super straight, but starting left. So that's going to be bad going out. That's the thing a lot of people get wrong. So whatever your face is doing at impact, you can determine that by where the ball starts. Then you can measure your path based on, did that curve right? Well, then you were out to in relative to that face. Did it curve left? You were in to out relative face. Did it go straight? Your path was the same as your face direction. Now we've got OB on the left side. I don't want to mess with that. So I'm aiming down the right side. That started right and it stayed right. So my path was square to my face, but my path was into out with an open face. That's called a push. We've got 175 to the flag, and there's no way we're getting over this tree if we go straight at it. I'm gonna line up left. I'm just gonna try to hit a punchy shot. Oh no. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I'm just trying to get it on the green and 2-putt for bogey. Get up, get up, get up. All right. Easy 2-putt from there. That was the goal. It's 14 paces and it's gonna go just a hair to the right. 14 paces, that's 42 feet. And I'm just gonna look at the hole and imagine what it's like to throw the ball to that hole. Great line, not quite enough juice on that. There, we got her. Horrible tee shot, horrible second shot. And we walk away with a bogey. Just keep your head on. Good stuff happens. We got 300 to that tree on the left side of the fairway. I'm just gonna aim at that and fade off it a little bit. Nice towering fade. Exactly what we wanted. Good spot to be. We've got 100 to the flag. I've been hitting everything a little short today and the flag's on the front. So I'm gonna play my 115 club. Oh, that was horrible. Caught that so fat. We got 22 yards to the flag, and hopefully you're noticing when you're trying to break 90, there's room for a lot of mistakes. Oh, I loved that so much. Took a funky bounce. We got a chance. 7 paces, just a little tickle to the left. Got a good feeling about this one. Wish me luck. Am I gonna make it? Stay up. Ah. Okay, that's a bogey. You can see my approach game is not good today. We're still getting it done for 90. Obviously the par threes, we can't turn into easy par threes because they're already par threes. So we're just trying to play smart here. We got sand on the left, 165 to the flag. I'm taking my 175 club to make sure that I get it long enough to not deal with that sand. And I'm actually gonna hit it clean this time so it'll go where I say it's going to. Excellent shot. We're on the green. Well, I played my 175 club and it went 175. Pretty straight putt, 10 paces. I think maybe slightly downhill. Oh, I crushed it. That's got to settle. Okay, not too bad. Okay, easy par. We like easy pars. One of the most crucial elements of breaking 90 is just not having penalties. We've made it to hole 9, no penalties. That's great. There's hazard on the right side. That gets me fairly often. So we want to make sure we don't miss right. So I'm going to aim left side of the fairway. The hole's a dog leg right, but it's a par 5. So even if I go way left, 2 shots that are 200 yards is going to give me a wedge into the green. Last hole curse. Left the face a little open, hit the tree by the hazard. We'll see where it ended up. The bad news is that tree kicked me in the hazard. The good news is it's still playable. I got 220 to the flag. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just gonna hit a 9-iron and make sure I can clear it up out of this hazard. Picked it up nice and clean. We're safe. We still have an easy short par 3, even though we screwed up the tee shot. Perfect example of why you always start playing from the green back. That second shot, I should have pulled it left. I would have had an easy approach. Now I'm going over sand. So I'm going to play an extra long shot, 85 yards. So to avoid that sand trap, I'm just intentionally hitting this one about 95. Just exactly what we said we'd do. Green in regulation. Got 9 paces to the hole, and we're 2 putts away from, I think, a 40. If I'm counting right, it's a solid 9er for us. I think I'll aim this one about 3 cups outside of the hole, maybe 4. Yeah, we're gonna go a little more, I think. That's just gonna bank the whole way in. Oh, and I wussy boyed that one. Shoot. That was a horrible, weak putt. I was intimidated by that silly slope, and I should not have been. It's really not a big deal. Turn, you son of a gun. Well, bogey in the par 5s, that's fine. 3-putt bogey to finish, solid score. Go break 90, you son of a gun.